What's up? Today I just kind of wanted to show you what a realistic night in the life of me looks like. Yeah, so I'm just going to be taking some calls today. My coaching students, I'm going to do some work for my own brand, which I'm going to go public with very soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. Some video editing for YouTube. We're also going to go to the gym later. I'm going to take you there with me. It's 6 p.m. right now, and I've been chilling in Discord a little bit. We're already at over 220 members, and I'm always trying to be active, always trying to answer your guys' questions. We've been having a lot of group calls lately, and so yeah, they're all recorded, they're all free, so join up. So big shout out to this bad boy here. This is what has been keeping me active for the last couple of months, so this is a cheat code right here. By the way, if you ask yourself why I also work at nights usually, it's just because I'm at a very different time zone than most of my coaching students. All right, so I also just finished up this website for my coaching, which I think turned out pretty cool. I just kind of wanted to take a little time to talk about product research because I've noticed across my students that that's the biggest roadblock most people have. I'll be honest, most people overstress this because there are no real winning products, right? There's good and there's bad products everywhere, and the only difference is how easy are they to sell. However, if you're a very good marketer, you can sell every product. Like there's no winning product which you have to find and then, you're going to be rich for the rest of your life. It's not how this whole thing works, all right? You have to make a product a winner. And how you can do that is by absolutely being different, by being creative, by doing stuff that most people don't do. Because let's face it, most dropshippers don't make money. You cannot do what everyone else is doing and expect different results. It doesn't make sense, right? However, you're still ripping ads and uploading them to TikTok ads and just doing the same thing over and over again. And it seems like you're not learning from your mistakes and you're complaining about product research being your biggest roadblock. However, you don't know how to make very good creatives. You don't know how to copyright websites, but you blame everything on product research, right? And I get you. It's because that all these gurus have brainwashed you, and once you really move away from that and really start to think about something long term and something brandable, at that point you're just going to realize every product is really sellable. And I just kind of want to have shift your mind a little bit from actually thinking, okay, I need to find a perfect winning product and I'm testing 5 products from now on just to find a winner. No, take your time, right? Take your time when it comes to testing products. Don't test products, test content, test ads, right? Think of marketing angles. A good marketer could even sell a fidget spinner today. And that's also applicable to every other business, right? It's not only in e-commerce, but especially here when it's only about really making ads. It seems like you're watching all these top 10 winning products. What I recommend you do from now on is every time that you see something which you want to sell, make an entire Google sheet, right? Make a huge list of reasons why exactly you want to sell that product, why you think it's going to be a winner, and also back it up by data. Do customer research. Who's actually buying that product? Why are people buying that product? And you're going to realize once you actually then start to make content accordingly, your results will change completely and your whole approach will change completely. So definitely do that from now on. My biggest learning in e-commerce over the last couple of weeks has actually been the importance of your product. And I know that this is a very controversial topic in the dropshipping YouTube space because no one really talks about this. And it's just so important because let's imagine something, right? You only get one customer, but your product and the whole experience around it is just 10 out of 10 perfect. And that customer obviously is going to recommend your product to all of her friends, to everyone she knows, right? And let's say she gets you 5 new customers just by recommending the product. Now, let's say all of those also have a perfect experience because your product is just perfect, 10 out of 10 perfect, and you get 5 new customers from those 5 each, which is just an exponential process, and you don't pay a single penny for marketing, only for that first one customer. Now, you obviously might think, okay, this is cool, but I still stick to my usual pump and dump dropshipping with 30-day shipping times and shit product quality. Well, let's actually turn this around and think it through what it means if your product quality is bad and the shipping experience and everything is just terrible. Let's say someone asks her friend, okay, have you seen this brand before? Do you know them? What are they doing? What are they good at? and the friend says all the terrible things about you, about the brand, and obviously you have paid for that customer on the paid ad platform, but she didn't convert, she didn't leave her money. And so imagine how strong the effect of word of mouth is when it's working against you. And I'm telling you, in the beginning, if you build something long term, if you want to build a brand, if you want to quit switching products every couple of weeks, you need to focus on your product. You need to create a beautiful experience. You need to create the perfect experience for every single customer and treat them like a family. You need to have something which you stand for. People have to be emotionally invested in your brand, and they have to get more than what they pay. They have to do that, right? With the whole shipping experience, it's not only before, because I always thought, they always have to think, they're getting more than what they're paying for before they actually converted. And while that is true to get the sale, to actually keep them buying from you and to actually build something which you can be proud of, you have to give them the feeling that they still got more than what they pay for after the conversion, right? That's what I'm going to try to really talk about on my YouTube channel from now on too, because I've realized it is super important, right? Because I've just, recently started my first long-term project, and the difference is already massive. Like, the feedback of my customers, actually not having to import reviews because you're actually getting reviews which are good, or things, just small things like that, but they just really make a big difference when it comes to the actual value of your brand one day. And I am 100% sure that you don't want to pump and dump dropshipping products for the rest of your life. You want to build something which you don't have to hide from other dropshippers. You want to be proud to have something. You want to have that as an asset that you can sell. You want to one day get to a point where you actually want to see your whole business and company as a product itself that you can sell. And you absolutely won't get there by just not giving a shit about your customers after they bought, because the first 48 hours after someone converts, those are actually the most important. That is the most important time frame of when someone decides to actually buys again from you or not. First 48 hours. And so if you, in the first 48 hours, really focus on giving them the best experience possible, maybe showing them a post-purchase video, right? Actually sending the shipping so fast that the product might even be there at their house in 48 hours. Maybe even sending them a signed custom thank you card, sending them extra free gifts which they haven't even seen in their cart. All that kind of stuff. They have to feel like your brand is something special, and your brand is not just a dropshipping store which is sending their products from China, because everyone can do that, right? Dropshipping and e-commerce is super competitive, right? And if you're not better than the others, right, you're not going to make it long term. And obviously with good marketing skills and everything, you can make it, you can still get sales, but you have to still switch products every couple of weeks or months, just because you don't give a fuck about your customers. And your product is the most important thing in the beginning. It really is. Your product has to be priority number one. If you actually want to be in this, if you actually want to have the same name as the brand in a year from now, you have to focus on your product right now. I'm telling you, it's the most important thing. Make your product as perfect as you possibly can. And even if you make less sales tomorrow, even if you put in more hours than everyone else, even if you're slower than all the bullshit dropshippers, trust me, in the long run, it's going to be worth it for you. And that's just really something which I wanted to get off my chest. And guys, you have to learn how to sell. Every time that I hear someone doesn't know how to make good ads, or just has no idea, I just always tell them to learn how to sell. And I mean this. I used to sit down with my brother and we would just role play, right? One would play the customer and the other one the salesman, and we'd just sell some random bullshit what we could think of, right? May it be a high ticket product or something, or just, I don't know, a pen, but learn how to sell, learn the whole process of actually getting people knocking on the door, then actually, creating a problem and actually showing them what their dream outcome might be, and then how you present your offer. Those things are super important. Obviously, everyone has kind of a different style of selling. It shouldn't just be like a script that you're reading off, but you really have to have the skill of sales if you want to make it in e-commerce, because essentially what e-commerce is sales. You're selling real products to real people. And every time I tell the story of like me, role-playing sales with my brother, people start laughing. But the thing is, bro, you want to make it in e-com, you want to make a fuck ton of money, and so if you do what everyone else is doing, I promise you won't make no money. Like most dropshippers, and I want you to really believe me on that, most dropshippers make $0. They lose money. They lose a lot of money and their time. And let's face it, most people won't make it in the game. And so if you want to be the few that actually do, right, you have to be different. You have to do more and different shit that all the others are doing, and you have to be very, very, very unique, right? Because I can tell you because it is so easy to just rip some ads. First of all, find a product on some bullshit ad spy tool, rip the ads, run them up on TikTok or Meta. It's fucking easy. Everyone else, a 3-year-old can do it, right? And that's why it's such a hard competitive game. And that's why it also has gotten so much harder, because especially in COVID, over the last couple of years, people have just jumped into dropshipping and e-commerce, and it has been so easy, right? However, now it's actually really difficult. But if you know how to sell, if you understand why people buy, and actually find something which is extremely good to have, you have an amazing product, a perfect 10 out of 10 product, a very amazing customer experience, and then you actually start going a thought through marketing approach, and not just like downloading ads and then running them up. I will promise you, I swear on everything that I own, that your results will skyrocket. If you click off this video and then watch the next top 10 winning products, I don't know what to tell you. I'm probably not the right guy to actually give you advice, because when I'm telling you in these videos, you actually gotta go ahead and do it. And I know it's hard. You're not gonna want to do it every day, but I'm telling you, it is very easy to beat people nowadays. You don't have to be smarter. You don't have to have anything. You just have to do more. You just have to do more shit that they're doing. That's it. You just have to be locked in. And I know that sounds so cringy, but you just need to do it. It's not hard at the end of the day. And so you're gonna have a very different input of someone that actually, so I'm in school, I'm in college, I'm doing fine. My parents, I get $200 of like pocket money, but let's do e-com, let's rip some ads. Yeah, bro, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. So I really want you to click off this video and actually change up everything that you're doing. I want you to, from now on, really focus on your product and on your sales skills. And that's what's actually going to be so valuable in the future as well, because if you're just pump and dumping something and you don't even know what worked, let's say you pump and dump and you rip ads, and let's say you get lucky and it does work once, well, no one guarantees you that the next 500 product tests you're going to get lucky again, and you had no idea what worked in the first place, and so that's why you cannot do it again, right? A lot of people are in that situation. They have 1 or 2 or 3 winners and they just can't keep going. They just don't know what to do. They can't find another winner. Their ad accounts get shut down and payment providers get shut down, and they just don't do shit. You have to still have a high input, and it's so easy to get complacent, and especially when you have the Shopify notifications once, and you're in a Discord community where everyone starts to, how did you do that, how did you make money? Bro, you still have to keep going. You still have to put in so much input that if you had 0 winners, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, you have to always go harder, right? It's just not enough, if you test a product in a month, right? That's just not going to be enough. You have to have extremely high quality, but you also have to have high quantity. You have to have both. You have to do more. If you don't do that, I promise you're not going to make it. Hey guys, it's actually 1 a.m. already. I'm still going to edit this video and then also hop on 2 coaching calls. I hope you've learned something from this video. I hope you found it interesting and entertaining. I really tried to do it as realistic this time as possible and as honest as possible. This is really how an evening, how a night looks like. I'm very grateful for the business I have. I'm very grateful for the people that I've met when, just doing this. I just want to express my gratitude real quick at the end of this video. Always be positive. Yeah, with that, I'm going to end this video. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a nice day.